This episode opens with an action-packed opening. Demons run through the woods as the thunder rumbles. A small group of soldiers are attempting to face them head-on. In the next scene, Heron is buying ore. He's poor and is presented with disheveled clothing. Grandma Merchant Alexia turns up on horseback and she asks Heron if he has seen a demon. When he denies he's seen anything, she tells Heron and others to get inside and hide. Heron then finds wise elder Elias drunk and badly bleeding. He picks him up and fills a jug of water to help him. A demon attacks. Heron then sees a woman floating in the water but notices her guts hanging out. The demon attacks him and he's in a fight. Alexia helps him. When she needs help, Heron fights off a demon for her. Proving monsters are real. The village goes into lockdown mode as Alexia and her army try to find the rest of the demons. She gives a speech to the villagers warning them all about the army of monsters that are going to descend on them all. She proves that monsters exist by hurting a man with fire. The man transforms into a demon and Alexia chops off his head. Heron is concerned that these demons exist. Elias tells him the story of how the gods beat the Titans. The last Titan swore a curse on the gods and the giants were born and a hellish war erupted. Both sides battled endlessly with either side unable to conquer each other. One day Zeus introduced a compromise with the giants and then planned one final attack. Hermes gathered all the giants' souls and their remains were stored in the ocean. Elias continues, later on a man found a vessel in the ocean and he was consumed by a giant. Soon more men were consumed and they started eating the giants and they became demons. Alexia asks Heron to join her army and battle the demons. Heron does not feel it is his fate. When Heron returns home, his mother tells him that he is no bass asteriskerd. However, before she can explain further, villagers turn up and claim that Heron's mother is one of the demons. Heron offers to fight all of them. His mother proves she isn't a demon and stokes herself with fire to stop the fighting. Heron tells Elias that he should have joined Alexia. Elias explains that war is upon them. He tells him to climb to the top of a mountain to find a rose bush and to dig beneath it for the adamantine ore to make a great sword. As Heron heads to the mountain, Elias is approached by Ares. He calls Elias the King of Kings. Elias looks younger and warrior-like now. The pair debate interventions in humans. Elias is confident that Heron can lead. The opening of the second chapter gives background to Heron's mother. Episode 2 opens with a woman giving birth. Heron's mother Electra is the queen. She's worried that the king will kill her baby. As the baby is born, guards enter and ask if it is a boy. The king grabs the baby and checks him out. Another baby is then birthed from Electra. He's told that there are two fathers. As the king tries to kill Electra, a majestic eagle flies in. Heron then wakes up on the mountain. He was dreaming. He keeps climbing the mountain to find the rose bush. Heron returns with the ore and tells Elias that it was a waste of time as it isn't malleable. Elias tells him it is. Heron then tells him of his dreams. Elias tells Heron about nightmares, illusions, and then visions of the truth, each brought on by a different powerful entity. At this point, of course, Heron does not know the true form of Elias. Heron tells his mother about his dream and tells her she was the queen. He cites how it is impossible. Electra admits to marrying King Perdiander, the tyrant of Corinth. She tells him it was all prearranged. She explains that she caught a god's eye. Electra describes the king as kind and loving one day and then cold and demeaning on others. The story continues. One day, while the king was kind, Electra asked for the truth, and suddenly Perdiander turned into Zeus. Zeus's son Apollo warns him that his wife Hera can see him, so he returns to her, so he isn't caught. Zeus's wife talks about castrating the giants. Apollo tells Electra that she's pregnant and that her child will be born out of wedlock. Zeus's wife Hera spied on Electra and was consumed by jealousy. This scene confirms that we are embarking on a revenge story. Basically, Zeus could not keep in his pants. Hera enlisted the help of the Oneiroi and had them appear to the king dreams telling him he'll have twins and one of them will not be his. The king tries to kill Electra, but Zeus saves her. The king tries to run away with Heron, but Electra kills him. Zeus hid them both in the village so Hera could not find them. That's why the villagers think they are an omen as the dark fog hasn't lifted since they arrived. Heron asks about his brother. She explains how his brother was killed by his uncle. Electra tells Heron to look forward because he's the son of Zeus. Heron explains that Elias has done everything for him like a father. Electra starts crying as Heron learns that Elias is Zeus. This is a lot to take in for one conversation. You can feel Heron pulling his hair out. An angry Heron finds the sword made from the ore and it looks powerful. It shines blue when he picks up. Heron throws the sword at a rock and lightning strikes. Meanwhile, Alexia finds a map that seems to have another map within it. She believes that Chiron the Wise can read it. Alexia and her group are then circled by demons who want the map. The demons slaughter Alexia's soldiers. Alexia has escaped, and the demons vow to find her as they desperately need the map. Electra asks Zeus to take them away to safety, but he tells her that he is unable to. Electra tells Zeus that he fears Hera more than she loves her and walks off upset. Elias confronts Heron to talk and transforms into Zeus. He tells Heron he doesn't have good answers for him and asks for forgiveness. Heron tells him he doesn't want to see him again, so Zeus disappears. Alexia turns up and tells Heron to run as a three-headed wolf runs after them. Blood of Zeus Season 1, Episode 2 continues to delve deep into the origin story of Heron as truths are learned and a battle continues to brew. Episode 3 starts with Apollo ready to fight Ares in a Colosseum. Suddenly, Ares is zapped by lightning from the sky. Zeus confronts Ares and asks if he told Hera about Heron. Hera appears and tells Zeus she knew everything anyway. This was like an oh snap kind of moment. Afterwards, Hera asks Zeus if he ever loved her, but he also admits to loving Electra as well. Hera vows to kill Electra and Heron. If only Zeus just lied this one time. As for Heron, he's fighting off the three-headed werewolf with Alexia. They manage to kill one of the heads. Suddenly, they're surrounded by demons. Alexia wants to evacuate Pallas. As Alexia leaves, Heron is trying to find his mother Electra. Leader of the demons, Seraphim, attacks Heron with a majestic spear, and Zeus tells him to run as he has the elevated position. He keeps giving his son instructions to evade the demon. Heron runs back to Pallas, and he's still looking for his mother. As the villagers try to flee, they are cornered by Seraphim. He asks the villagers for the whereabouts of Alexia. The demons pick up Alexia's scent, so they kill the leader of Pallas. Hera and Zeus continue to argue. She seems to have the other gods on her side. Zeus' brother takes Hera's side as he does not want bloodshed. Seraphim approaches Electra and asks for the whereabouts of Alexia. Electra looks up in the sky, expecting Zeus to help her, but nothing comes. Heron arrives to help his mother, but then he is punched clean by Seraphim. The pair end up in a fistfight, but Heron keeps on losing. Seraphim tells Heron that his eyes are full of hate. Seraphim then kills Heron's mother, and Heron screams in pain. Zeus feels Electra's death, and Hera has a smile on her face. Hera tells Zeus that he was wrong about Heron because he has his mother's blood. Blood of Zeus Season 1, Episode 3 ups the stakes for the first time, giving the audience its first significant moment as Heron begins to realize where he stands in all this.